Yo, what's up? It's your boy John Flocashango and Clutch City Cowboy. Guys, my mentality since that video I made yesterday has flipped from here to here just because I know Rob Ryan is in town. Shh, don't say nothing. Just let it happen. We'll talk about it later. Alright, secondly, how's the Madden League going? What's your record? 3-2, Clutch?
I'm 3-2, bottom of my division though. I got a bunch of my division is probably the toughest in the league. Yeah, I just got beat by somebody in your division. I'm 2-2 also, and I should have beat him. I messed up. I did some stupid things. But I'm 2-2. I'm in the lead of the NFC East, but I got to do some winning, and I hope I can win today and get this thing to Super Bowl. Well, we will be moving through this thing quickly because, like I said, by Super Bowl time, we're going to try to be able to play our Super Bowl at the same time the real Super Bowl is being played. That's the goal. That's the goal. And the winner will get a shout out on this show. This one. All right. Now, this is the treat we're going to do for you today. Last year, I was looking at the Madden ratings, and I would just have references in the game like, whoa, yeah, he's supposed to be really fast, so they're probably going to do this. So what we're doing is we're going through the Madden ratings, and we're going to see what those numbers say about what's going to happen in the playoff games this weekend. Not what we believe, not the thoughts, not the off-the-field stuff. We're just going strictly by Madden's numbers and see how strong those numbers are in the reality of football. All right, what's up, Clutch? First game, Ravens-Steelers. What you got? Let's look at the stats, guys. You got Joe Flacco going up against Ben Roethlisberger.
Wash.
Both are good. It's basically a wash. It's a wash. I mean, basically dead even. You look at the run game. Both are, I'd almost say that's a wash, except for the fact that Mendenhall is the only legitimate running back in Steeltown, and you got Ray Rice and Willis McGahee in Baltimore.
Right.
Wide receivers for the Ravens. Bolden, 91. Mason, 87. Hushmanzada, 81.
Killers. Three
going
killers.
Up against decent, I will say decent, secondary. And Ike Taylor, 85. Brian McFadden, 78. William Gay, 67. Ryan Clark, 80. Troy Polamalu, 98.
It's only decent because of Polamalu. Go ahead.
that's all they got there. And then Todd Heap, 84 for the Ravens.
Yeah.
But they have an excellent offensive line with Burke, Grubbs, and Orr. The blindside guy.
Yeah.
You guys don't know.
Yeah.
And that's probably the weakness of the Steelers is the defensive line. So the offensive line should just totally dominate the defensive line. The offensive line for the Steelers is very questionable at best. I mean, don't they have like Flozell Adams starting?
Yeah, I mean Flozell's a great blocker, but he'll mess up throughout the game though.
Yeah, they just got a bunch of injuries and holes there, and you've got a very good defensive line from the Ravens. Corey Redding, 80. Nada, 98.
Nada, you cannot move. Nada's got like a 99 strength, doesn't he? That means you cannot move him. He's there and he's going to stay where he is.
And then you've also got Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. So it's going to be a tough matchup for that Steelers O-line. The Steelers linebackers are probably the best linebacking core in the league.
Yep.
You got Lamar Woodley.
Got him on my team.
James Ferrier, 88. James Harrison, 98.
Lawrence Tillman.
It's going to be tough for the Ravens.
The speed on Timmons has him all over the field. You know, and that's how it is in reality. So the Timmons is one of the best linebackers they got.
And then for the Hines Ward, 89. Mike Wallace, 83. Randall L, 73. Going up against Ed Reed, Josh Wilson, Chris Clark. They're fast. Speed will kill you. Speed will kill you every time.
Yep.
As a wide receiver, when you go up against fast corner.
Yeah.
But I'm giving the edge to the Ravens because of the games are won and lost in the trenches, and they are stacked on the O line and D line.
The numbers
they
here.
have a special team.
The numbers here say Ravens. Okay, next game, Falcons and Packers.
You got Matty Ice going against Rodgers. Green Bay has the advantage there, in my opinion.
Slight.
But the run game is where the Falcons have the advantage with Michael Turner. Our Packers have a good, three set of running backs that they alternate, and it seems to be working for them.
Right.
Who knows what's going to happen? And then you got Roddy White, 97, Michael Jenkins, 78, Harry Douglas, 69 with 91 speed, going up against Nick Collins, Charles Woodson, Tremont Williams, the hero of last week's game, Sam Shields, who's in 97.
Insane speed, Sam Shields.
It's going to be tough, Matty Ice, to pass on this. then you gotta look at. I mean, Falcons O-line is solid, but they're going up against Colin Jenkins, DJ Raji, Clay Matthews, AJ Hawk, Desmond Bishop.
Crazy.
It's not exactly an easy task. You look on the other side of the ball. Greg Jennings, 92, James Jones, 78, Donald Driver, 83, Jordy Nelson, 73. Going up against Dante Robinson and Brent Grimes, Brian Williams.
Who are good. They're good.
It's weak secondary.
Yeah. I mean, they're not great, but they're okay. They're good. I mean, but
they're not.
They're not great. Elite. They're not 90s. There's no 90s there.
They're apart pretty easily.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to the Packers just because of that. I mean, Falcons are great offense. They've got a great offense.
Yeah.
But the Packers have something to counteract that.
What he's saying is that the Falcons.
And it's just because they offense to go along with the defense.
Yeah, the Falcons are top notch. They got 90s at quarterback, 90s at running back, 90s at wide receiver, 90 at tight end, and hellified offensive line. But the Green Bay Packers have everything on the defensive side to counteract all of that. So they have a complete defense coming in that game, according to Madden. I give the game to the Packers also. All right, Seahawks and Bears. Do we really have to go through this one?
I think we do. I think it's worth talking about. The thing I should think about is Bears have speed, Seahawks don't.
Yeah.
I mean, even Cutler at his worst is still probably better than Hasselbeck at his best.
Right now, yeah. I agree.
So that's a complete mismatch. Lynch versus Forte, I'd actually prefer Lynch just because of what we saw last week.
Yeah.
I can't imagine picking Forte over Lynch at this point. But the difference is the Bears have fast wide receivers, Seahawks don't. But the thing that they have experience.
Yeah.
And they know how to
experience can't catch Devin Hester on the fly route.
Yeah.
So
offensive line for Seahawks is not great, but I put for offensive line for the Bears, laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Because it's non-existent.
But again, the speed counteracts that because the guys can get out in their breaks and get out in the secondary quicker, so Cutler can get that ball out there quicker. So it just through the numbers, it just look. If I'm playing somebody with those numbers and I have these numbers, I'm expecting to win every time.
Yeah. I mean,
Bears.
They have a decent secondary, but they're young. I think the only thing they have for them, both teams have a good special teams.
Yeah.
But I think the Bears have it because of Hester. That's plain and simple.
Last game, Patriots and Jets.
So.
Patriots and Jets last game. Now this one, I can't make anything out of numbers. You go ahead. I'm.
We're gonna try. I mean, it looks. I mean, you would think just because Tom Brady 99 overall.
Yeah.
Mark Henry 79 overall, that would be it.
Yeah.
But everything that Tom has, the Jets defense has to counteract it.
Yeah.
So it's almost a watch in that sense.
Yeah.
Ellis and Woodhead are good. Wes Welker 92, Branch 77, Tate 74. But they're going up against the best 1-2 combo at corner in the league with Revis and Cromartie.
Yeah.
They're both offensive lines are solid. What difference is? I think the defensive line with Wilfork and Banta Kane playing the ends at times. Mm-hmm. That could be disruptive. But you look at the Jets defense, David Harris, 92, Bart Scott, 91, Calvin Pace, 85, Jason Taylor, 81, Sean Ellis, 88. That's a tough responsibility for an offensive line. So the Patriots are going to be have their hands full all day. The thing that the Patriots need to worry about, though, is their secondary because it is so young.
Yeah.
You've got two rookies, Devin McCourty and Patrick Chung, in the secondary, and it's not going to be pretty if they lose track of their receivers.
Yeah.
Because Santonio Hall, you leave him in open space and he's fine in the end zone.
We need a decision. These teams are close. We need a decision. What's the number saying?
I mean, we'll look at the special teams. We got Brad Smith and Brandon Tate on both sides. I would have to. Oh man,
give us a decision. I'll put my computer down. I can't decide on that one.
I think I would have to give it to the Patriots, but I mean, it's really going to depend on
if you give it to the Patriots, it's simply because of the 20-point difference in quarterback. It completely. That's all because everything else the Jets have it. Everything else the Jets have it on defense and on offense. Every other position the Jets have it. I'm saying the Jets. Madden is saying the Jets is winning. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, LT. I mean, LT could be the difference, and Brad Smith. But I think Brad Smith is that wild card. If they can get him involved, and the Patriots get confused as to what's going on, they could have that ball game.
So to recap, we both said Ravens. We both said Packers. We both said Bears, and he goes with New England, and I go with the Jets, and we're strictly going by these numbers, okay? Not what we really think, because I already told you that. But all right, watch the game, and we'll tell you what happened next week. I'll at you. Peace.
Later.